Since I came here, I have received love, kindness, acceptance, hospitality. It has been a journey of love. It's a very rich community in that sense. Our Catholic identity and presence in this part of Texas has been for a long time.
For our beloved Archdiocese of San Antonio, this is a hopeful and exciting time. We are growing rapidly and dramatically.
Praise, sisters and brothers.
Over the next 10 years, we expect to welcome nearly 250,000 additional Catholics into our faith community.
We're going to be somewhere around 2 million people here in about the next 10 years, and that's just San Antonio social economic area. And then you've got New Braunfels and going all the way out to Del Rio and those areas, and the need is so overwhelming.
That means more families in our pews, more youth in our Catholic schools and campus ministries, more opportunities to provide outreach to our neighbors in need. With the blessing of a growing population comes new challenges, a call to rally together, and a drive to strengthen and expand our parishes and Catholic schools, vocations, and lay leadership.
The growth is not just because we have many people, but we need also to grow in our understanding of the faith. We need to grow in the way we serve. We need to grow in relationships. We need to grow in so many ways. We are on the way, ándale.
Introducing On the Way, Andale, an extraordinary campaign for the Archdiocese of San Antonio.
It's been 50 years since the Archdiocese has done a capital campaign, and a lot of us have really just enjoyed the fruits of those contributions that were made years ago. So I view that it's incumbent upon us to make the investments now so that others have that in the future.
On the Way, Andale touches three key pastoral priorities: new evangelization, catechesis and formation, youth and young adults.
Accept our offerings, O Lord, we pray.
New evangelization is the largest component of the campaign, our way of ensuring vibrant parish life. Each of our 170 parishes and missions will keep a percentage of the campaign funds they raise for specific needs, including building expansion, repairs, and debt relief.
We've outgrown the ability to host all the ministries we have on any given night because there's no more rooms. We're busting at the seams.
The current church building that we're in was built in the 1940s. We are still very much alive as a parish community, but we also need to upgrade our own facilities so that we can continue to be vibrant for the future.
A future that will also see new parish communities.
And we're probably one of the few dioceses in the country that has to look at creating more parishes rather than closing down more parishes.
Because of our projected demographic boom, we will also need to establish at least 10 new parishes in the next 10 years. On the Way, Andale will allow the Archdiocese to purchase the necessary land. Beyond physical structures, your support will help us build community, letting us channel even more support to the life-changing work of Catholic Charities.
The reality is that many more people need the services of Catholic Charities, of the Archdiocese. So this is going to help us be able to provide more quality service to the people in need.
Fueled by your generosity, we will also renovate aspects of the former St. John's Seminary to serve as outreach and pilgrimage centers.
Pilgrimage is already part of the DNA of Catholics of San Antonio. Can we bring it home in such a way that it will have tentacles all over the city, where everybody will feel we want to support this?
I just don't think you can look at the entire culture of San Antonio without considering the impact that the Catholic faith has had, and start with the Alamo as a mission. So to me, being able to continue that through the missions and the pilgrimage center, I think is very important.
Catechesis and formation are also critically important and another priority of our ambitious On the Way, Andale campaign. Our vision includes a complete renovation of St. John's Hall at Assumption Seminary, the heart and soul of the Archdiocese, transforming the 50-year-old building into a state-of-the-art pastoral education, formation, and development center.
The spirit of all the seminaries going through is always new, but the building itself is getting a little old.
We need more classroom space, we need more meeting room space. We need more small group meeting space. We want to be as available to people as the Lord would want us to be. And really that's what updating the building and doing some other things will help us to do.
Your giving will also allow us to form a growing number of lay ecclesial ministers.
And it takes lay people that are engaged in the parishes to have a good parish. It can't be just the priest. It's great that we're going to have the ability to train more lay people with more information than a layperson has ever been afforded before.
How do we graph the second one?
The impact will also stretch into our Catholic schools.
Every day, the first thing we do in class is start class with a prayer. Everything we do is centered around God.
Being able to put God as the center of my academic study has been so great for me. God has always been the most important part of my life.
By supporting On the Way Andale, you are investing in our future and the future of Catholic schools, helping to fund significant capital improvements and much needed building projects.
If we advance in our technologies now, it'll just be so much better for us in the future.
Having a gym would increase school spirit a ton because it would allow us to have events here at our school.
Parents, when they're looking at a school to send their kids, they don't want their children to miss out on any opportunities because you don't have a science lab or you don't have a gymnasium. So we need to be competitive with the best public schools.
Higher education is yet another focus as we seek to place our faith at the center of campus life.
It's about making sure that the next generation receives the gospel.
Amen, I say to you.
It seems like kids, when they go off to college, that's something they kind of leave behind is their religion. And I think having those churches on campus really will make a difference.
Campaign funds will help us purchase 10 prime acres by Texas A&M San Antonio and Palo Alto for a Catholic student center and church. At UTSA, a new multi-story building will house a church sanctuary, offices, kitchen, and meeting space.
Here at UTSA, we definitely are filled to capacity. This is their home, and we become their parish. So they need a place where they can find community, where they can worship together and grow in their faith together.
Both locations will function as university parishes, serving the surrounding community.
The Catholic Church helps students realize that why in their life.
The need for parishes and seminarians and for kids to give them a faith-based education is so overwhelming. You have to be able to say yes. And you have to say yes to the Catholic Church. You have to say yes to raising funds. And it takes funds to make all this happen.
For more than 300 years, the church has ministered in and around San Antonio. Today, we are a vibrant 19-county faith community, 2.6 million people and growing. Our challenges are serious, our needs pressing, but our hearts are generous and ready.
One of the most important words in our Catholic Christian tradition is the word sacrifice. Sacrifice is something you offer for someone else. The people who have gone before us, who have laid the foundation for the church, beginning with Jesus the Christ.
Please join us in supporting this groundbreaking effort, this unifying, mission-driven campaign. Your gift is an opportunity to leave a Catholic legacy for generations to come.
We need to have people really reach deep and look within themselves and look within their means and make something that is sacrificial. It is so important to think big, to think about the opportunities, to think about what that means to future generations.
On the way Andale, we're on our way, and we're hoping, people will continue to give, and the faster we can get the funds in here, the faster we can make these changes.
For this is my body, which will be given up for you. God always will be far beyond our generosity. But because we know how much we are loved, we can improve the way we are generous. And this campaign is an opportunity to do it. Be generous with God and with His church. You have received the gifts that you need and the power and the energy for you to move. And we're going to move together. So we are on the way. Ándale, do it. Respond. See. Contribute. Be part of it.
for our beloved Archdiocese of San Antonio, the landscape is changing quickly. With your support, we'll send a clear message to our brothers and sisters in faith that our proud, vibrant, and growing Archdiocese is truly on the way, on delay.